Hello everyone, this is Mrs. Geist and we're doing the flute video number 2. So I'm going to go through a lot and review a little bit from video 1. We're going to be on the floor. We're going to have to make sure our emblem is at the top. The cases, my case is different, but most of your latches will go down. Remember, we talked several times about having your name tag on a luggage tag or something like that. Most of your rentals came with a nice name tag, but remember, a piece of tape is not going to suffice. It's not going to be good enough. It's going to come off. Then we can't tell whose flute it is. And a little piece of paper with a rubber band doesn't count either. So if you can invest in just something like a luggage tag, they're at Target or Walmart. They're not very expensive. And then you'll have it for a long, long time. All right, so we open up our case. We grab out our head joint. A lot of you have been asking me about how to clean it. We're not going to talk about that yet. You aren't going to be practicing it enough right now to get it dirty. So we will touch on that in the next video. So don't worry about it. Just make sure you've got that cleaning rod / tuning rod. And you have some kind of, I use a bandana. I like my half-cut bandana. It works just fine, and I can wash it whenever it gets dirty. And then you have a polishing cloth. Not necessary. I hardly use mine. I just use the same thing. All right, so we've got our flute case open. We make sure our pencil's in there somewhere, okay? We talked about that. Always have your band pencil in there. You're gonna take the head joint. Make sure, I've corrected a lot of people this week. You've had the flute the wrong way. We want the long way to go to the right, okay? So the long way to the right. You have to find the sweet spot, okay? I took some time to find everyone's spot where it makes sense for their lip shape. You have to look in the mirror and you have to put your face normal. Your lips do not do anything unusual. They just put them together, blow through your 2 straws. Your 2 straws should also be in your case. I've got plenty more if you lost them, but make sure while I'm working with different sections, you're just blowing through that straw, practicing that. That's how small the hole has to be in your lip, okay? The super duper small hole, so you can go for a long ways without taking so many breaths. So again, relaxed lips. I'm putting the bottom of the hole with the bottom of the pink. And I'm not rolling in too far. I'm not rolling out too far. I'm finding exactly where it works for me. So you're gonna have to look in the mirror. You're gonna have to experiment moving it in and out, rolling it in and out, moving it up or down, and just experiment to what your lip shape is for you. Now, some of you are getting that high pitch, which was awesome. That means you were really practicing with your straw. When we get that high pitch, your hole gets even smaller. You shoot the air higher. Don't worry if you can't get it right now. That's pretty advanced. You'll be able to get it in a couple weeks. But if you want to try that higher octave, go for it. Again, the air shoots up. We talked about using your tongue a little bit. We started talking about that 2 days. We got a lot done in band in 2 days. I'm super proud of you guys. We want to start every note with your tongue. So remember what we said, tip of the tongue to the tip of the teeth. That's how you tongue on flute. We want to go 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. And I start with a T also. Keep our air flowing. We're going to talk a lot about that. Keep your air flowing. We don't want to go. We want to keep that going. Now, take your head joint and you're going to take your body. This is called the body. We want to be very careful where we grab it, because if you're grabbing it in the wrong spot and you force this on, you're going to bend some of the keys and they're not going to work, okay? So you take the head joint, you gently put it in the top there. Don't get confused. Don't put it in the bottom. It's not going to fit, okay? You're going to put it here. If your head joint goes in at an angle, that's not good. We want to go straight in, and we want to twist it. We don't want to push it in like that. We want to twist, okay? Again, we don't want to put it at an angle. We put it straight in. Now, what I taught you in class, we can review it. You're going to look down the flute, and for now, you're going to line the circle up, the hole, the tone hole it's called. You're going to line it up with the keys. Now later on, I may move some of yours to the right or to the left, depending on your shape of your teeth. But for right now, the general rule is to go straight down the flute, line up with the hole, okay? Now, you've got your foot. This is called the foot. Same exact thing, I forgot to tell you. If this goes in, it goes in kind of difficult, it's kind of stubborn, you can take your cloth and you can wipe this down a little bit. Do not put any grease or Vaseline or cork grease on it. It just makes it worse. So I'm cleaning that out. I'm also cleaning the inside of this out, and maybe your mom and dad can watch the video too and help you clean that out. If you look, it's kind of a little dirty in there. All right, and again, you can wash this later on when it gets, you know, kind of gross. So you're gonna put that on again. Oh, look at that, it moves even better. Twist it a little bit, look down the keys, and line up the tone hole. Now again, I'm gonna take my foot. This part, again, we don't wanna grab it somewhere and force it and bend the keys. So just be very gentle and watch where you grab it. You're gonna put the foot on. Same thing. Do not put it at an angle and force it on. It's gonna bend that circle. And same thing, if you drop your flute, that's gonna break. I've seen it many times. That's gonna bend and it's not gonna go into the hole, okay? And same thing, I'm just gonna show you, I wanna clean it off a little bit. So I'm gonna take the inside, I'm gonna take my cloth, clean the inside out. And I can do this part too if I want to. Take your time, I'm going fast because I've done this a bunch. Then you put it on gently, straight, and then you twist it. Now, how do you put that on? Like, where does it stop, right? Well, if you look at our fingers, our pinky is really tiny, right? So we don't want to have to work at our pinky. We want that key to be moved down so our pinky doesn't have to work so much, okay? Those 3 fingers on your right hand, they go at the bottom. Right hand goes at the bottom. That pinky is for all of those keys. But right now you only have to worry about the one that's closer to you. Now if I put that pinky key like that, oh my goodness, I have to work too hard to get my short pinky up there. So I bring that down and I put that pinky on there. Now guess what? Almost all the keys in the whole wide world on flute, except for like 3, will use that pinky. That's the balance point. So I'm taking my thumb, my right hand thumb, and putting it underneath. Okay, this is the part some students take the flute and go like that by accident, so it's gonna take some practice. All right, your right hand, the thumb goes under, pinky goes there. I'm gonna move that a little bit more. There you go. And now this thumb, your left hand thumb, goes on the bottom key right there. I'll teach you what that is later on, but not right now. It goes on the bottom one, okay? Now your index finger, it just kind of balances that. Don't even think about your index finger because you'll naturally probably hold it the right way. Now, I'm putting my fingers, 1, 2, 3, down at the bottom. This is where the flute gets hard, and I will be bringing my stickers. I think some of you got stickers already. I'll be bringing my stickers, and I'll be putting them on your flute, okay? If the stickers come off, you're just gonna have to read your book, because your book shows you exactly where to put those stickers, okay? Or where you're gonna put your fingers. So right now, all you need is those first 2. I skip the first one, put my finger there. I skip the second one, put my middle finger there, and then you don't have to put a sticker there. It just makes sense to put that. Now your pinky is for that key. We're not gonna use that for quite a while, so your pinkies just kind of hang out. Now, then you go down here. I'll be putting some stickers on there. That's all you need for that one is your index, and then everything else lines up, okay? So what I do is I call this thumb 1 and 1. This is your first finger pointer, second, third, and this is 1 pointer, 2, 3. You'll get used to it. I'll be yelling it out in class all the time. So if you want to do thumb 1 and 1 and pinky, that is your note number 1 that we all play together. So I'm lining it up. All right, my head is up tall. My flute feels normal. I'm not doing this because my tone hole would not be lined up. So I just want to be really comfortable playing flute. Find the sweet spot. If your hole is really small, you'll be able to go for a long time. I'm practicing my tonguing. And I'm trying for that high note. Not changing my fingering. My fingering is still 1 and 1 and pinky and my thumb. I'm just blowing the air higher, making my hole smaller and faster air. And starting with my tongue, that helps too. Now, be very patient with flute. Like I said before, it's really hard to get a good sound out of it. The other instruments, pretty quick. But it is hard to find that sweet spot and to get used to where all these fingers go because it doesn't really make sense. But we'll get it. I'm going to put those 3 stickers on your flute and you're going to be good to go. All right? Way to go, flute players. I'll see you soon.